but some really good individual bowling performance as well. And here we go, it's Colombo Kings versus the Jaffna Stallions. Hello everybody, and thanks for joining us. This is going to be a terrific game, and we're all looking forward to this one because these two teams can seriously play. Now I've got Darren Ganga alongside me. Darren, if you look at these two teams, it's the Stallions' stronger bowling unit versus the Kings' better batting lineup. That's how I'm reading things. What about yourself?
Yeah, based on what we've seen, you can say that. But I think when you look at this Colombo Kings team, they've got a balanced attack. You think of Case Ahmed in that bowling attack. He's done well for them. Isiru Dano, who's got IPL experience. He's been a stronghold for them at the top of the innings in the death overs. So I would like to say that they're even a balanced team, just like Jaffna Stallions and what they've shown. Maybe Jaffna Stallions showing more form, but for me, this contest might just offer a little more latitude to Jaffna Stallions to pick some of the younger players because they already secured 4 wins. So I expect to see changes in this squad, and it might make it easier for the Colombo Kings.
Okay, right. Well, I'm going to be backing the Colombo Kings on this one, so this is going to be quite interesting to see how we go. I mean, we'll have to see what happens with the team selection. I think let's go down to the toss with Shine Up a Singer and see what the captains have got to say.
Aibowan, Wanakam, and welcome everybody. It is my 11th circle, Lanka Premier League, toss time. We got 2 top teams. We got the group leaders in Jaffna Stallions, led by Thisara Pereira, and not far behind are the Colombo Kings, led by Angelo Matthews, and of course we got our match referee, Wendell Lebroy. Who's going to toss? Angelo has spun the coin. Heads is the call. It's a tail.
We'll have a ball.
So Angelo Matthews is going to bowl first, and any particular reason for that, Angie?
Not really. I mean, again, the dew might come into play, and we can't predict the conditions 100%, but we'll play to our strengths. But we sort of feel like the dew might come in.
So dew is the main factor, not that you're concerned about a new pitch and all that?
The boundary lines are quite small, and the wicket is really good. So, well, I don't think it'll take turn as much.
Thisara, what about you? Now, you guys were brilliant when you chased down, but batting first, you struggled a bit.
Yeah, but so we can't control the toss, so whatever we have to do, we have to do. So not to worry about that. So we are trying to put a good score on the board first.
As captain, you won 4 games. Like, you're on a wave, but are you kind of concerned that you're peaking a little bit too early?
No, because we done a very good job, from the first match. So I think we have to continue our best performance in our future games also.
Angie, can I ask you about the team?
Yeah, we've got a couple of changes. Dhammika and Bandasay is out. Bell Drummond and PhD is in.
What's the strategy going into this? You looked at the Jaffna Stallion side. Any particular plan that you're trying to execute?
No, we know what we are coming up against. They're a fantastic team. They're a very well balanced team, and it's not going to be easy. We have to play our best cricket to win against them. So yeah, it's pretty simple. Try and restrict to whatever score that is chaseable.
And what do you think the score is chaseable?
I have no idea. So we'll keep it as minimal, as we can.
All right. In your case, you're on the top. So are you going to be flexible with your team selection?
Yeah, we have rested few players. So, but we are going to give golden opportunity for our Jaffna newcomer. So VS Kant playing, and we have rested Usman Shinwari and Dwayne Olivier and Tom Moose.
All right, all the best, guys. Enjoy the game.
Thank you.
So the news from the centre is that Colombo Kings, they won the toss and they decided to bowl first.
Okay, now that's quite interesting. I want you to just put a pin in this total. The last game they played, they couldn't chase down a total of 175, the Kings, so that in itself is disappointing for them, I'm sure. So that's a target just to sort of keep an eye on. But interesting, the changes that have been made, Darren.
Yeah, and they've responded to that last match that you spoke about, being shot out for 147. They've gone with Bell Drummond, an extra batsman in this squad, and they're thinking with the fact that Andre Russell is bowling, they have enough bowling options to restrict the opposition. So that's a good call. Remember, I spoke about the changes on the Jaffna side.
Yep.
So it's good to see VS Khan getting a chance. He's an 18-year-old. I think tomorrow he turns 19, and he's from the Jaffna Central College. He scored a lot of runs as a right-handed batsman. He's also a little leg spinner. So I'm really happy to see that they're making these changes because after all, this tournament is meant to provide opportunities for young players.
I mean, how exciting that. I mean, that's wonderful to have a young guy like that get this sort of opportunity in this event. I mean, it's been terrific so far, this event, and to show his wares on this stage.
Of course, it will inspire the other players. If you look at that Jaffna Stallions squad, about 8 players 23 and under in terms of age. So you want to give them opportunities. I mean, they've played really well to be where they're at the top of the table. So I'm really looking forward to this contest.
Terrific. Okay, we'll keep an eye on the changes as well. Let's go downstairs now and join Russell Arnold first and find out about the conditions.
We're still in Hambantota. It's the My 11 Circle Lanka Premier League and it is hotting up. Where I'm standing at the moment, we had 80 overs yesterday and it played like a typical Sri Lankan pitch. It became slower and slower. The bowlers had to take the pace off, be tactically strong, and it was harder to score runs. But for today's game, a couple of strips on the side here and right on the edge. Usually for international cricket, they play on the center wickets and these are used as practice wickets. A lot slower than what we used to find. But this looks a little different and Amir Sohail, he's got an opinion on it.
Well, Russell, it's a strange looking pitch for me. If you look at this area, it's darker. And then you move 6 inches away from that area, it's lighter. It has a grass covering, it has a bit of moisture in it. And when you tap this, sounds hollow. So it tells me that the base of the pitch has retained a lot of moisture and it will lack pace. It'll offer something to the bowlers. It'll grip the ball, it'll hold it back, and spinners, they might get a lot of turn on this one. And for the first time in this tournament, we might see batsmen actually being grinded.
Grinding is the game. And that's what this pitch will also do. But you have to be smart. Another point on the weather and how it will affect the game. It's been a warm afternoon with less wind. So that would mean the chance of dew is there. So fielding later will be a challenge. How many runs do you need? Now that's a question. Batsmen getting in early have to take it deep. They'll still need 170, I'm thinking, Amir.
I think 170 should be, big.
And keep an eye out here.
Okay, boys, thanks very much. So again, and this is one of the features so far, the ground staff have been terrific. They've got 10 tracks they can work with. Again, this one looks like a little bit different, so skill is going to be tested again.
Yeah, it's the furthest east pitch. The game that was played yesterday was actually 2 pitches away. And what we've seen in that match, we've seen spinners dominate. So we expect that this will be slow. We've seen in that match, we've seen spinners dominate. So we expect that this will be slower. We expect that spinners will feature. We've seen a trend in terms of bowlers and wicket takers moving from fast bowlers into spinners. So the slow bowlers will be licking their lips. Still, it's 2 quality batting lineups. So I expect 175, 180 to be par in this contest.
And the Kings winning the toss and bowling, of course, batting when the ball is going to be a little bit wet later is going to be obviously an advantage for the Kings. We've got the teams, by the way. Let's just have a look at the teams. We can go through these and have a quick squiz there, Darren.
I like Johnson Charles getting an opportunity. He replaces Tom Moores, so he might take the wicket-keeping gloves. He's an attacking player at the top of the innings. Avishka, he's been excellent in terms of run scoring. The leading run scorer, Tessara Pereira, runs, wickets. Shoaib Malik hasn't come good as yet, but the bowling as well. Abbott is back into the side. Vyaskant will get a chance with bat and ball. So this is a well-rounded squad. Not going to be easy to beat a winning team like Jaffna Stallion.
And just briefly, someone like Abbott coming back in as a bonus. The bench strength is good.
Yeah,
Kings.
This side, they haven't played a lot of cricket in recent times. I think 2 matches in 6 days. So game time will be important for this squad. Batting-wise, Laurie Evans, he's been amongst the runs with Andre Russell. Bell Drummond gets a chance for the first time. Angelo Matthews, he's got to deliver with bat and ball. He is the most decorated Sri Lankan player, you would say, in today's Sri Lankan national setup. So I would like to see the likes of Chimera, Priyanjan, the local players stepping up a little bit more, not leaving it for the established T20 players. And this Colombo Kings team could be a team that could challenge for the title.
You can't go past that X factor. Andre Russell means when you see his name, it just looms so large.
Yeah, of course. I mean, he's shown what he has. I'm excited.
He is a star player, that's for sure. Righto, Darren, thanks so much for your views. We'll hear you, of course, in commentary. Time for a break. When we come back, I'm going to be having Mickey Arthur in the seat alongside me. We'll be chatting about, obviously, this game, but also about Sri Lankan cricket.
Lanka Premier League 2020. Official webcasting partner, Content Eye Asia.
ඔබට මගහැරුණු සියලු වැඩසටහන් පහසු වෙලාවට නරඹන්න TVI Newsයි අපගේ YouTube නාලිකා දෙකම අමතක නොකර දැන්ම subscribe කරන්න.
Lanka Premier League 2020. Official webcasting partner, Content Eye Asia. Lanka Premier League 2020. Official webcasting partner, Content Eye Asia. Lanka Premier League 2020. Official webcasting partner, Content Eye Asia. Lanka Premier League 2020. Official webcasting partner, Content Eye Asia.
Okay, welcome back. Just a reminder of the points table. The Jaffna Stallions are in action today against number 3, the Colombo Kings. So it's 1 versus 3. The Stallions have been terrific. 8 points right at the top. And Colombo Kings have got 4. The Dambulla Viking, after their performance yesterday, are at number 6. So that's a good performance of them getting up to number 2. But they do have the games in hand, those top 2 sides. And the Kings will match that with 4 games today. And then the Tuskers and the Gladiators, unfortunately, are at the bottom. Now, just to remind you that the Kings have won the toss and they have elected to bat first. Correction, they've elected to bowl first in this environment. So Mickey Arthur's alongside me now. Right, Mickey, let's just start talking about Sri Lankan cricket. Now, this tournament's been terrific so far, but I just want you to tell us what you were involved with before this tournament got underway.
Yeah, before this tournament got underway, Hayes, because we hadn't played a massive amount of cricket, we kind of prepared through lockdown. The guys, their training and their dedication had been unbelievable. We needed to get our guys ready because we've got some big test series coming up. So we were away in Palakeli, worked extremely hard on our test skills. We know we've got a big test in South Africa coming up. So the boys are sharp, the boys are ready, and their skills are where we need them to be.
And you've been on board with us as a commentator, but you've been very busy in between stints. You've been sending messages out to the players and lots of emails around the place. Is that to the players to just make sure they're nice and prepared and got their mindset right?
Yeah, and just reminding them exactly what their roles are going to be, giving them that clear role clarity, talking them through some really good performance.
Before our eyes. Goal Gladiators without a win so far in the tournament in desperate times. Might be pleased with the opportunity to bowl first because they brought in that extra batsman into their side. They will need to have a very, very good effort with the ball. That's the area I think has produced the most challenges for them as a unit. Dambulla Viking, on the other hand, sitting pretty with 3 wins from 4 matches. Their captain, Shanaka, spoke about their top order getting more runs in this affair. Maybe he's thinking about that semi-final match already. Upal Taranga, Niroshan Dikwella. Dikwella will have another opportunity here. Good evening, Russell Arnold, Amir Soil.
Hello, Darren. Looks like you've had a big lunch. Amir. Good afternoon, everyone. Yes, we're looking forward to this game, because the Dambulla Viking, they're playing some good cricket. They've got a different looking team. Their combination is a little different to the other teams, but ideally suited for these conditions. They've been brave. They've been backing the skills in their squad. But it's going to be a lot different for the Galle Gladiators. The Galle Gladiators haven't had the greatest of times, their form. And then the tournament also started without Lasit Malinga. Afridi's gone back. Dikwella needs to fire. A quiet tournament so far. Upal Taranga too, no big contribution as yet. The 2 left-handers need to get going. They need to relieve the pressure off the middle order. But the plus for the Gladiators is that they have a chance still to qualify. And that should spur them on. They'll be dangerous.
Yeah, all they have to do is play as a team, play as a unit. They haven't gelled in well as yet, but listening to Rajapaksha, captain of the Galle Gladiators, he wanted to bowl first on this one. So the bowlers, they need to respond. They have to make use of the new ball. Conditions are quite good for bowling. A bit of grass on the pitch. There might be a movement for them and deviation of the surface. If they could pick up early wickets, we might see Galle Gladiators having their fortune changed.
183, the average first innings score in the tournament, so that's something that teams will think about. Here's Mohammad Amir. 2 wickets to his name so far in the tournament. He will want more.
Different looking pitch to what we had yesterday. Take the pace off. And those who had pace, like the quickie Dushmantha Chamira, who bowled consistently in the 140s, got that ball to fly. Was a challenge for the batsman, but this is going to be different. There's more covering of grass and look harder.
There'll be pace, which can be batsman's friendly too. But they have to look out for the balls which are going to move about. To start with, have a look at the pitch, how it's reacting as a batsman, and once you get the maya, decide how to go about it.
Pitch looked really good. Even covering of grass, and as you guys mentioned, it was quite hard. It's a day game, so you'd expect that whatever moisture existed would evaporate quickly.
First runs, Vipul Taranga. Well, I like the mood in the ball camp. When we came out here, we saw the Dambulla Viking warming up, but there was no sign of the ball players. They showed up on the ground or came onto the ground a little late, but the spirits were high. Mohammad Amir, Chadwick Walton, just trying to lift the spirits of the others, because it's all about attitude. It's all about the feel-good factor, and that's what they were focusing on. If we go out there and perform, forget what's happened, we can still make the semis, and once you get to the semis, it becomes a different ball game.
It's all about staying relaxed. Now, Mohammad Amir hasn't bowled that bad in this Lanka Premier League. Figures show opposite. He has tried too many things. He got into the whirlwind of West Indian power hitter Andre Russell. Apart from that, he's been decent. Lots of chat around. Playing showing true spirit.
He's getting it through, Mohammad Amir. Third man, fine leg, nothing different. That's what you usually get. Amir's got that slip in place. And above now. Chadwick Walton walking around in that dressing room. And the word is above now. What does that mean, Darren? I'm learning a lot of these Caribbean words. I thought bluff it was, but Darren corrected me that the Caribbean word for bluff is fluff. Let him think about above now.
Good work behind the stumps from Azam Khan. Amar, after moving the ball away from the left-handers this time around, looked to bring the ball back into the batsman. Lost the shape. Pitched way outside the leg stump. And Azam Khan was alert.
So what's this Caribbean thing? Above now. Is it a Caribbean thing or where is it from?
Well, it's only one way that Galle Gladiators can go. They're sitting at number 5 in the points table. And it's about going up. Elevation for this team. End of the first over, 2 without loss.
मेरी टीम खेल रही है और आपकी माई 11 सर्कल पे अपनी टीम बनाओ और मुझे हराओ। खुद को चैंप समझते हो तो प्ले विद चैंपियंस। डाउनलोड माई 11 सर्कल ऐप नाउ।
पढ़ता है, खेलता है, झूलता उछलता है, दौड़ता कभी कभी दौड़ कराता है, आगे आगे बढ़ता है इंडिया, अमूल दूध पीता है इंडिया।
Today, a change each. Sudip Tyagi in the side for the Dambulla Viking. Linda Siriwad in that one change for Galle Gladiators. Shian Jayasuriya will partner Mohammad Amir with the new ball.
Two left-handers. You like to bring in off-spinners who tend to take the ball away. It's not that you've seen a lot of turn. On with the arm, deflection, oh dear. Above now, all right. He dived above it. My 11 champion shot. My 11 circle champion shot.
Poor stuff. An effort like this really can dent the spirit of the team. Should have been stopped.
Nice single taken boundary, then a rotation of the strike.
Have a look at this now. Look at the deflection, how Upul Taranga gets in front of the pad. Perfect, isn't it? Turning the bat at the right moment. Upul Taranga gets it on the middle of the bat and it flies away. Perfect. Got to meet the ball in front if you're looking to deflect it fine on either side of the wicket.
We've been talking about where Gold Gladiators sit on the points table. At number 5, there's a lot of work for them to do. Candy Tuskers in that 4th position. And at this stage, you think it's a race between these two teams to get into that 4th place in the semi-final. Remember the semi-final format: first play 4th, second play 3rd, and it's a straight knockout match.
Yeah, Jaffna Stallions have already qualified. But another win would confirm that the Dambulla Viking would also be in. And you'd like to seal that position as early as possible. It's a hard schedule, a lot of back-to-back games, and you're out here very quickly. So if you need to rest or look after your better players and keep them fresh for the later games, it gives you that opportunity.
Better over for Dambulla Viking. 8 runs so far.
Making room, finding the gap through the offside. Just getting it off the inside edge. 2 overs gone, 10 without loss.
हेड और टेल्स ही देखते रहोगे कि अपनी टीम भी बनाओ। माई 11 सर्कल पे अपनी टीम बनाओ और मुझे हराओ। खुद को चैंप समझते हो तो प्ले विद चैंपियंस। डाउनलोड माई 11 सर्कल ऐप नाउ।
ये देख सारे प्लेयर की परफॉर्मेंस।
वाह भाई, काश म्यूचुअल फंड्स में भी ऐसा होता। सारे फंड्स और उनके परफॉर्मेंस देखने मिल जाते।
तो है ना, म्यूचुअल फंड सही है .com पर जा, वहाँ पे हर फंड का परफॉर्मेंस देखने मिल जाएगा।
नाइस।
लेकिन सिर्फ 5 परफॉर्मेंस पे मत जाना, आगे क्या होगा किसी को नहीं पता है।
बात तो सही है।
तेरे को दिखा था
म्यूचुअल फंड निवेश बाजार जोखिमों के अधीन है। योजना से जुड़े सभी दस्तावेजों को ध्यान से पढ़ें।
Of the batsmen on this Dambulla Viking team, both himself and Samit Patel, and they've batted well together. They've produced runs, but the focus today is on the openers. Dikwela, Upul Taranga, quite watchful. And what we've seen in matches here, even with a slow start, you can make up in terms of run scoring later in the innings.
And batsmen coming in early have such a vital role. It's not only about the run rate, it's also about assessing the conditions. It's also about setting the tone and getting the message across to the rest of the team that this is what we need. And then you work yourself there. If you don't have that direction, you tend to get caught in two minds, not knowing where to go with your innings.
That's what happened to Galle Gladiators so many times in this Lanka Premier League. They created the opportunity. To go big while batting. lost the clock by getting greedy. Yeah, I'm with you, Russell. You have to assess the conditions quite quickly. Try and get early momentum. Take the initiative. That's crucial, not only in this format, whichever type of cricket you play. That's good. That's good. Good thinking from Ahmed.
He's got a good short ball. That's just to check the batsman, not let him get too comfortable coming into that front foot. Well directed.
Well, I did say that Jaffna Stallions have qualified, and those wondering mathematically whether they have or not, the most number of points Galle Gladiators can get to is 8. Candy Tuskers have 3 games to play. They can also get to 8, but that would mean they have to win all their games. But they have to play each other. So one of them can only get up to 6. So 8 is a safe number if you want to be qualifying for the semi-finals.
Well done, Professor Russell.
Short again. Just keeps it down, doesn't opt for that pull shot. There's a field in the square leg boundary, just waiting. For a chance, an opportunity.
Twice we have seen in this over, Mohammad Ahmed employing a bouncer, getting a batsman like Upal Tharanga in a spot of bother.
Played the first few games. But now left out. Oh, I'm getting a chirp in my ear from the back of the box. Boundary. Nicely picked up. He loves that sweep shot. My 11 circle champion shot from
that was premeditated. Sorry. And he was very lucky that he got a full toss. All he needed to do was
not being used with the new ball, the fast bowler. And there should be another boundary. Just escorted. 3 4s in a
Kusal Mendes in style. He's put it away. A pretty similar delivery the other day. Got the wicket off Andre Russell. Goes again. Flat. They're off and running straight after the strategic timeout. And all the good work done before that in the first 8 overs. Not that length. My 11th circle champion shot.
Oh, that's a nice sound off the bat, but not far enough. Gone. That's an important wicket.
Well, he struggled to release the ball today, Columbage, but his catching has been brilliant. Well judged on the run, making it look ever so simple.
Down the ground, hard, skips, 4.
This is going to be a pressure release at that boundary. He's flighting the ball. He's not providing you with the pace. Try something different. Another boundary.
Misfield from Columbage. You hit them in the air, he catches them. Oh, well bowled. Pushpa firing it in at the pads. That's 50 for Kusal Mendes off 37. That's 15 gone as well. 117 for 2. The Candy Tuskers.
Gets it away. Shots like this will assist. Goes into the boundary for 4. It's a My 11 circle champion shot. Yep, that's exactly what is required. Yes! But didn't get the elevation. Finds the man in that long on position. Wicket now for Dambulla Viking.
Holding out to long on. Pushpa Kumar takes a lot of pace of the ball that was tossed up. Just couldn't clear the boundary, couldn't get the distance. Anwar Ali just made sure. Didn't have to jump too much, but timed it well.
Sikuvir Prasanna starts with a big one. Doesn't quite get it. There's a man settling and he takes the catch. Consecutive wickets. And he celebrates. Malinda Pushpa Kumara gets another.
Very, very well bowled here by Malinda.